you are obligated to pay yourself first. So what does that mean, paying yourself first? Okay, so you take that 10%, right? And then you save it. What? Yeah. You save it. But no, not just only saving it, because that's not going to be good enough. You have to invest it. Hey, how you guys doing today? Welcome to Ajaxx Production. I am your host, Eniola Ajaxx, and we are back with another amazing episode. And on this episode of Let's Talk Business on the Ajaxx Pro TV network, man. I know every episode I say I have something special for you, but this one is a different one, you know what I mean? But on this one, we're gonna start our Great Lock-In Challenge, wedding class. Basically, we're going to talk about things that we need to do in this Great Lock-In Challenge to get to our desired goals, right? Of course, you hear people talking about writing your goals down, things like that, you know what I mean? But no, right now we're going to be talking about mindset shifting, right? I want us to embrace this mindset, this opportunity to shift the way we think about things, right? The way we manage our money, particularly, you know what I mean? That's where I really want to get to at, because that's the foundation of everything. So today we're going to be talking about how we're going to build assets in 2025. And the first way we're going to get to building our assets in 2025 is by shifting the way we understand and manage money. For example, like for my studies of what I've been studying, and that's what I'm going to be implementing in my life. Of course, everything I'm telling you to do, I'll definitely be doing it as well. Because at the end of the day, what's the point of all this if I'm not taking the same action you're taking? You know what I mean? If you're going to be taking the action, take the action for sure. So what we're going to be doing, right, is realizing that we have to pay ourselves first, right? What does that mean? I had to think about that for a little bit before I got on camera to have this conversation, right? I had to think about it. Like, what does it mean to pay yourself first? And from the way I've been, thinking about it for the past couple of weeks, is realizing that you have to create your own bank, right? You have to operate the same way the banks operate, right? For example, right, I could go into details about how the banks operate in another video, when I get a little more deeper inspiration about having that conversation. But right now, we're just building the framework of how we're going to be operating in this Great Lock-In Challenge, right? So while we're building this mindset, right, we're going to be paying ourselves first, right? The rule is 10% of every income that comes into your possession, be it your main salary, right, hourly wage, right, side gig or side business, whatever you're doing for money, or even gifts, right, whatever you're doing for money, you are obligated to pay yourself first. So what does that mean, paying yourself first? Okay, so you take that 10%, right, and then you save it. What? Yeah. You save it. But no, not just only saving it, because that's not going to be good enough. You have to invest it. Right. We'll get into a deeper conversation about that in another video. But realizing that you have to invest your money is a powerful realization in this game of building wealth, and understanding the way you have to start operating from now on, right? So every income you get, from your paycheck to any side gig to any gifts given to you, you take 10% or above, depending on how you're feeling. Some people are going hard. They're going 80%. They're going all in. Freak it. I'm putting everything in, right? So when you put that 10% away, you then take 5% and put it away for savings, right? And that's the framework of paying yourself first. right? Because we all know that your money is not good sitting in your savings account or in your checking account, because the bank is basically taking your money and doing what I just told you to do. Take that 10% and put it in the what's it called, in an investment account. Now, like I said, we're gonna go deeper in another video about investments and things like that, and what kind of investments you should get or not get. I'm still figuring it out too, so we're learning together on this, right? So that's what we're doing, paying ourselves first. That's first order of business. We don't even think about anything else until we have that framework knocked into our skull. We are paying ourselves first, right? First rule, right? Then we can now start. Then when you get to a certain point, or when you get to a certain amount of building the wealth that you have, because the first investment the first investment I'll say is, of course, other businesses. Buy their stocks, buy their ETFs, buy their, and hold that and keep putting in there. If you're more savvy, of course, put it on pilot, on auto pay, my bad, so it always goes out automatically into an investment account, right? And then, like you said, you just keep that going, keep that ball going. Then as you grow that, right, you can now start putting away money for other investments. Of course, the rest of the other amount of the other 90% of your money, you can diversify that into other things like bills, things to just keep your life going on a day-to-day basis, so you don't go broke. Of course, that makes sense, right? Correct, right? So, but as long as you have that rule in place, you're always gonna have money on you, right? Because you're always wondering, where's my money going? Where's my money going? What did I do? Oh, I bought DoorDash. Oh, I bought this. Oh, I bought that. Yeah, it's because you're not focused on actually putting your money away for the future. You need to start thinking about your future. So in this next 4 months, we're going to be building that habit of putting money away. All right? And then we'll come back in a couple of months and see how much have you been able to put away. All right. So as we build these habits, I hope we become better people and build better habits. Another thing is increasing your income. Ooh, that's another one. That's another one. That just came from the sky. Increasing your income. Make sure that you find a way to make more money in any type of way that you can. Either if you have a degree, getting a job. If you don't have a degree, of course, getting a job. Of course, it doesn't matter if it's a low paying job or any job, McDonald's, anything. Get a job, have income coming in, start side gigs. There's Uber, DoorDash, there's Instacart. There's so many options of what you could do today to bring income in. If you're more creative, you can start your own side service. Do you do hair? Do you fix phones? What do you do? Are you a camera guy? Are you a video guy? What service can you offer to the market to gain income so that you can now store that away into your investment portfolio and also be able to take care of your day-to-day expenses in your life, right? What else do we have? Right. Another point that we have is that you have to make sure to reduce your expenses. Reduce your expenses. That means you have to be what's that word? Hey, you have to be myopic. Hey, I'm still missing the word. You have to pay attention to the things that your money goes out to, right? And when you start paying attention to them, when you find out things that are taking your money, cut them off immediately. Take them out the way so that you can focus on the bills that do matter. Right? Like, you have to be focused on this. You have to be serious. That's another word I wanted to put out. You have to be serious about this experience right here. You can't be joke about it. You can't be like, oops, I forgot. Oh, another bill. Because like I said, I did this last year and I really stacked up a lot of money. Right? I had to refresh my brain. So now we're starting again with a force, with the same focus of building something that we can actually build for our future and our retirement. And then when you have money sticking with you, there's more opportunity to make more money. You see what I mean? So you have to focus on a way of building wealth so that money can sit. Man, I heard something a while ago where it's like, you have to respect money so that money can stay with you. You know what I mean? If you treat money any type of way, you just fly away. right? So you have to find a way for money to come to you. That's why I say you have to make your own bank. It's not about creating a physical bank. No, 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 no. Metaphorical bank. I would say spiritual bank. You know what I mean? Like type stuff. Give it a name. Bank of your name, right? And you have to make a deposit to that bank every paycheck. Like a machine. And when you do that and you stack up to a certain amount, now you focus on other assets, on other bigger assets, because now you have money set up. You have been focused on the things that matter, on bringing income in so that you can actually set money aside to grow. Your attention is very powerful. I always say this, your attention is like a mouse. It's like a mouse. You have to make sure you be careful on what you put your attention to, because what you put your attention to grows. Your wealth grow. In the world today, we have a lot of distractions, a lot of things taking our mind in every direction. There is music, there is food, there is girls, there is porn, there is entertainment, there is concerts. There's so many things. These are not things that will actually grow you for real. Like, it starts to make sense. I don't know why it's clicking right now. These are not things that will help you grow. You have to put your attention on the things that will help you grow. That's focusing on doing the work that matters. Whatever that is for you. If you don't have one, create one. Focus on what matters so you can grow, so you can become the person that you want to become. I know you say you want to be that person. I know you say you want to lock in, right? This is part of locking in. Making sure that you have your finances in order. Making sure that you are focused on what really matters. You say you're focused, you say you want this bag, right? Well, you know what? I didn't think about it. Stacking the bag is very important too. Stacking the bag is part of making the bag. If your bag is leaking, then you don't have a bag. You know what I mean? Stacking your bag is also a part of making the bag. When you make the bag, you stack the bag. But when you stack the bag, you don't want to stack the bag in a place that doesn't let the bag grow. Because we all know of inflation, right? Are we not hearing this thing of inflation and how inflation is making everything more expensive? All right. Then when you stack your bag, you got to let your bag grow. Okay, how do you let your bag grow? You think about it. Oh shit! If I put my bag in the savings account, this is how much percentage I can get from it. Okay, it's kind of low. Okay, if I put my account in the checking account, I make nothing. Okay, why don't I open a brokerage account and have my market in the market so that my money in the market so that my money can grow as the market grows, and they get the magic touch. The magic touch. Do not touch it. Do not touch it. And if you ever touch anything, there's a particular stock stock you can't touch, and we'll talk about it in another video. But that's not for today. They said it's allowed, but I'm like, it's kind of touchy at this point. That's only for emergencies, though. Nothing should make you ever touch it, because that's your wealth right there. That's your assets. That's the beginning of assets. You don't have to be a billionaire to start building assets. That's one thing I should have said in the beginning of this video. You don't have to be a billionaire to build assets. You could start with $5 right now. We can start with $1 right now. Open a Robinhood account and start putting money there. 10% of every income you have. Put it there. Oh my gosh. This is not rocket science. This could be way more easier. I just feel like we're so distracted by so much things. It's starting to make sense. Like, so we're so distracted by so much things that we forget to actually build what really matters. We're so focused on looking like we are rich than actually being rich. Oh, it's starting to make sense. Oh my gosh. Hey, yo, they've been saying this forever. So now that we are realizing this, it's time to focus. It's time to start putting plans together. It's time to start putting the game together. It's time to start putting money aside for our assets so that we can build assets. We start working for assets, not for jobs. Work for assets. Or work to build assets so that you can rest tomorrow. The more assets you have, the more chance you can actually rest tomorrow. Like I said, we can dig in to the different type of investments you can put in your money in. And I'm learning too. I'm learning as well. I'm also a student. I know I'm talking with so much conviction. I'm learning as well, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So you gotta start doing it too, okay? If you have one job, stack a job. Get another job. If it's not enough, get another job. I don't wanna say forget the girls, man. Forget the girls, bro. The girls will be there, bro. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. They want you to be rich. They want you to be successful. So why don't you do this? Not for them, for yourself. Then when you do it for yourself, it attracts them too, right? Am I tripping? What's going on here? I just feel like we're focused on the wrong thing. Let's focus on what really matters. Let's do this shit for real. Let's stop playing around. Let's stop playing games. Put money aside so you could grow in the future. So you can have something to actually say, hey, I'm doing. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you're doing for income. Whatever you're doing for income, just make sure you put something aside for the future. That's one thing I regret doing in the past when I was in college. I wish I really listened to this and took action. I tried it a couple of times, but I failed a couple of times. I tried it a couple of times, but I failed a couple of times because it didn't ring. But now it's ringing. It's making sense. And you have to be very, very, very serious about it. Last year I was just testing it. I was like, okay, let me test them. Let me test and get into it and see how I feel about it. Let me get into it and see how I feel about it. But this year, oh my gosh, my eyes is open. You have to. It's like a call to action for every human. But I'll say, if you're serious about your wealth, about building wealth in the future, that's what this page is about. It's about building wealth for the future so that we can have something to give to our kids. I know there's a lot of things distracting us. There's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of things taking our attention. There's a lot of things to focus on. There's a lot of shows to watch, Netflix. There's a lot of things to entertain us. I made sure to take out the TV, to not put the TV and put my fish tank over there to make sure for y'all to realize that I am serious about this. It's about this building wealth thing. We have to build this thing. We have to do it for our future self, for the person we say we want to be. You say you want to be somebody. Be that person now. Do what that person would do now. All right. It's time for me to go. I need to go to my next job. I'm just going to make some more income so I can put money away. All right. So I am your host, Daniel Ajaxx, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. I know we went long on this one, but hey, I had fun. I actually had fun. I ramped up and I got into it. If you're able to watch it to this point, oh my gosh, God bless you. And I'm happy that you are an amazing person. If you're interested in joining our Discord and our community, please comment down below money and I will send you the link to a page that you can join us. There's nothing else that I can do but build a community of like-minded people just like me. It's hard to find people out here. Everybody's distracted. Everybody's lost out here. So, hey, if we could do this together and build something that we can actually be proud of, let's do that then. Let's do it and let's do it together. I'm your host, Daniel Ajaxx, and I'll see you on the next episode. The next episode is next episode is the Ajaxx Show, and after that is Ajaxx Reacts. And I'll see you later.